What's up, y'all? Welcome to another installment of Dynamic Boxing instructional videos. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to wrap our hands, okay? Hand wrapping is very important when it comes to boxing. If you're doing a boxing workout, hitting the bag, hitting the mitts, whatever, you want to be able to protect your hands. So you're going to learn how to do a proper hand wrap to protect your wrists and your hands so that they don't fold. Most hand wraps are going to say this side down. So this side down, you want it closest to your skin as possible, okay? So put it around your thumb and then you come around your wrist. You start with your wrist. So you want to wrap your wrist 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Always make sure your hand wraps are straight, okay? Don't let them get wrinkled up because it's going to throw off how the wrap ends up at the end, okay? So I went 3 times around the wrist. Now I want to come around on the side where my pinky finger is, and I want to come across my hand to where my index finger is. And then, so I brought it across my hand. Now I want to go around the knuckle, okay? So the most important thing that you want to protect in boxing when you're wrapping your hands is your wrist and your knuckle, okay? Biggest injuries in boxing come from those 2 places as far as when you hurt your hand, okay? So I went around my knuckle, okay? So once I did that, I bring it from my pinky finger to around where my thumb is, okay? So also an important part, your thumb, okay? You can break any of these fingers easy, but your thumb is isolated. So you want to make sure that that part has a lot of hand wrap on it as well, all right? So I brought it around from my pinky to where my thumb is, okay? Now this thumb part, this part is important because this is where you're going to do the majority of your wrapping at. So from right here, it's around where my thumb is. I want to bring it between my pinky and my ring finger, okay? In between, all right? So I locked it in with that. Now between my ring finger and my middle finger, okay? Always make sure that your hand wrap stays straight, nice and even, okay? Last one, between my index and my middle finger, okay? So you see that? So now I have that intertwining between my fingers that you want to see at the end of the hand wrap. So now, this last part, I go back around where my pinky was, and then I come back around to where my index finger is, okay? And then come back around the pinky across the knuckle, okay? So now what you've done is you've locked in your hand wrap, okay? So now from there, I go from my pinky, I come around to where my thumb is. Then I come back around the bottom of my hand where my pinky is, and I come back around to the index finger. Then I go back around to back around the knuckle, okay? Then I come back down towards the thumb, okay? And I'm just doing the same wrap over and over and over again. And where I end up right where my wrist is, okay? Right where my wrist is. Okay, you see that? Protection. Protection in my wrist, protection on my knuckles. So on impact, my wrist isn't going to fold in, okay? My wrist is nice and tight. So I did essentially about 6 or 7 wraps around my wrist, probably about the same around the knuckle. I intertwine the fingers so it's nice and locked in. My thumb is protected. I could have did a little bit more on the thumb, but you get the gist. But your wrist, your knuckle, your thumb protected when you wrapping your hands, all right? So I hope this video helped out. Coach T, I'm gone.